Hello everyone, my name is Chandler, and today I will be focusing on how commitment leads to high performance in athletes. I chose to stay on the topic athletes just because I feel as if we all can relate to a sport better. So, what is commitment? Commitment involves having a passion for and dedication to something or someone. Committed people are usually happy, tough, and loyal. Naturally, people will review commitment from different perspectives in life. One's commitment to something, whether it be their health, a relationship, or even a sport, all depends on your perspective. While reading an adult romance journal, in a relationship, they're stated to have 3 degrees of commitment. The first degree is when a person is being satisfied, but their commitment could be higher. So in a relationship, yes, you can please someone all day, satisfy them in the right needs, but it all comes down to, is that person being committed to you as much as you're being committed to them? The second degree is a person will feel more committed, even to the extent that they only have miserable options in their present. Which means if I'm in a relationship with someone and I'm so committed to them, I'm not going to enjoy hanging out with my friends. I'm going to want to spend time with the person I love. It's just certain things that you usually do when you're single is negative aspects now that you're in a relationship, if that makes sense. The third degree, it states that commitment could be a stronger, that a person has devoted a various amount of groundwork, and that's either eccentrically or eccentrically. Okay, eccentrically and eccentrically. Eccentrically is when in a relationship you invest time to want to know how your spouse grew up, what's your spouse's favorite color, what makes them mad, what makes them happy. Like, you really invest so much time to be committed to that person that you study them. Eccentrically is when you study outside of their body. So you pay attention to their movement. You pay attention to the things y'all enjoy liking. You pay attention to everything that just surrounds that person. You let them know that you're there. So with that being said, now I'm going to shift off a relationship and focus more on sport commitment. And sport commitment is when an athlete is committed to a sport so much that they can't stop playing the sport. Like, they want to perfect their craft. So it's 5 key aspects that help build sport commitment. What are those 5 key aspects? You have 4 positive and 1 negative. The first positive would be sport enjoyment. What is sport enjoyment? Sport enjoyment is when, for example, I'm going to use me. I enjoy playing sports, but out of all my sports, I enjoy playing soccer the most because I have this passion, this dedication, and this urge to want to continue playing the sport that makes me happy. And by a sport making me happy, I'm emotionally invested that I'm going to want to continue to play the sport. The second positive thing is personal investment. I've been playing soccer since middle school, high school, and now was in college playing it. And I've invested so much time, money, and dedication to I have to continue. So as growing up, I felt like since I spent so much time focusing and going to practices, going to different games, spending money on jersey and equipment, that I felt like the need that I had to continue this sport because I devoted myself to want to do the sport. So I have to be committed in this way. The second one will be social constraints. What are those? Social constraints act as social agents. And social agents could be within yourself or your peers, your coaches, and your teammates. Well, the best social agents, I would say, would be your parents, your coaches, and your teammates. By having them in your corner, it allows you to feel good about the sport. It allows you to feel more dedicated. It allows you to have someone out there that you can make happy, even though you're supposed to make yourself happy. But having other people cheering you on, showing you that you're good at what you do, it plays a big role of you wanting to stay committed to that sport. Because by having someone cheering you on, it's like, I have to do this. It's not another choice. Like, I have to stay committed. So growing up, when I made it to college, my freshman year, I was nervous, but I really didn't want to play. But I had my parents in my corner saying, you need to do the sport. And I had coaches making me feel like I was doing good in the sport. And I had teammates that needed me on the sideline to push them on. So by having those social constraints / social agents, I invested more time that I wanted to do soccer my sophomore year. So that's why I stayed so committed. The fourth positive is the involvement opportunities. So involvement opportunities can be that I was on a soccer team, and my freshman year I lacked in human anatomy. Well, I had a player who helped me, got me through that. And by having a player there, I felt like, okay, we're a family, we're looking out for each other. So, yes, I want to make you proud on the field, or I want to continue to do the sport because I feel like I have no other choice. So, that's why I stayed so committed like I did. And it caused me to have a positive commitment. And out of all five, the last one is the negative aspect of sport commitment, which is involvement alternatives. Involvement alternatives is when, yes, I play soccer, but it could be something else that I can be out there doing that I might enjoy and love. Like, a lot of us play a sport, but a lot of us have a job. And some of us quit playing the sport because we see that it's time to grow up and actually do for ourselves. Or a lot of us are in the sport, but we really don't enjoy the sport. So we find other ways to enjoy different things, whether it be a club, a new hobby, or a new talent. So involvement alternatives is the down phase of sport commitment. And I chose to do sport commitment just to see, like, if you really enjoy, if you have sport enjoyment, it's going to push you to want to do better in that sport. You're going to be on your A game. You're going to want to train 24/7. You're going to talk to coaches to see what you can do to better yourself. And that's just like with personal investment. That's just like with social constraints and just like involvement opportunities. It pushes you to want to do better, or pushes you to a level where you feel like you can't get out of it because you gave so much time and dedication to the sport. And that's why sport commitment is important to athletes, because you can just write down the different aspects and see, okay, what if I lack in this area? How can I better myself in this way? Or if I really don't like the sport, why am I playing this sport? Why not focus on things that I do love? And that's when involvement alternatives come in. So, yes, I understand a lot of us do play a sport, but a lot of us are playing sports for other people's needs instead of our own needs. And I feel as if we take the opportunity to sit down and really evaluate the sport that we do in our life, then we will have different aspects and looks on things. So, yes, sport commitment can be a positive for an athlete, but it also can be a negative for an athlete. Like, stepping away from that sport can give you more opportunities to do more things in life than just staying so focused on doing that one sport because you see other people doing it, or you have certain people in your corner that's pushing you to do something that you really don't want to do. So that's why as athletes, we have to sit back and take the time to really evaluate our lives and see if are we really committed to a sport like we think we are committed, or are we only committed to a sport because other people want us to be committed, or other people are counting on us to be so committed to a sport that in our head we feel as if we do have sport commitment, but in reality we don't have sport commitment. Because if you don't enjoy a sport, or if you don't have anybody in your corner, or your involvement opportunities isn't correct, or your personal investment, if you don't have enough time to making that sport, are you really happy doing the sport that you need to do? Are you really committed to that sport? So I feel as if we all as athletes should really just look at our performance level and see the things that help us perform good and the things that doesn't help us perform good, and see, are we really committed to a sport like we think? Do we really show sport commitment when you really evaluate your life? That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching.